will it definitely not come out again?
I think the rain might have stopped. Holy moly, welcome to Vlaardingen, friends, here in South Holland. Honestly, the sun was shining, the birds were singing, everything was great, and then the rain started pouring.
I think we're alright.
Is that thunder?
Yeah.
Wow, welcome to Vlaardingen, my friends. We're here on a virtual tour today, this afternoon.
Stormy, exciting Vlaardingen.
It is very hot and very wet.
Very humid.
And very humid. And we're out here today to take you on a tour of this lovely little city.
I think we're alright now.
The rain has stopped, so I think we're good to go. We're actually here on behalf of one of our Explorer Club members, Maureen Howard Courtlaven, who now lives in the Bronx in the USA, but Maureen's family have her roots here in Vlaardingen, and she asked me, hey, would you come up to Vlaardingen and do a tour up there, because I absolutely love the city. So we were up in Rotterdam earlier, and we thought, hey, what the heck? Let's come up to Vlaardingen and take a look for Maureen to see, to see what it's like and to see how it'll be when we come and do the tour. And actually, it was so nice that we couldn't resist coming out this afternoon with you guys and showing you the city. There are a few really nice landmarks that Adele's got planned and that Maureen has shared with us. So please, if you're joining us on this sort of 30-40 minute walk through Vlaardingen, please thank Maureen Howard Courtlaven in the Bronx, whose cousins still live in Vlaardingen, and she generally visits twice a year. But of course, this year and last year, she was unable to visit. So, welcome to Vlaardingen, my friends. We're going to be taking you for a lovely walk through the city. The first site, however, we're on the old harbour here, the Oude Haven, is the old fish market. Now, very common sight in the old Dutch cities, fish market. Oh, the bell. Beautiful. Oh.
6 o'clock bell.
6 o'clock, and we're out together in the Netherlands, my friend.
And it looks like the sun's coming back out. We're dipping in between storms and sun today.
Oh, I forgot to say hello to you.
Hello to me.
Greetings.
Hello to me.
So
carrying the trek, we've just had to. It was warm and sunny when we got out of the car, but we've just had an absolute downpour. But it's drying up again now, so we're ready to get ready to go.
So we should do a disclaimer before we start the virtual tour, is we may occasionally have to deploy
this guy,
said things,
and this guy,
because
they're already quite wet.
Exactly, yeah, unfortunately. The thing is, we are live. We do this completely live in the Netherlands, and
we can set a time, but we can't plan the weather.
That's it. So let's just take a little look at this lovely view, because that is gorgeous, isn't it? And if you are joining us, then I'd love you to say hi in the comments. Tell us your name, tell us where you're tuning in from. We've probably got regulars with us, but we may also have some new people. So if you are new to the channel, welcome to the Dutch Way of Life. This is the Hidden Holland road trip.
Some irregulars.
some regulars and some irregulars. Most of the people in our community are a little bit irregular. Oh yeah, look, sorry to point you over there, but look. So that's where we're headed.
That's the tower on the marketplace.
It is, and we're headed down to the old town hall in Vlaardingen. So that'll be the next stop, and then we'll walk down the Havenstraat, which is behind those houses there, and we're going to walk down to the windmill at the bottom of the Havenstraat. So without further ado, let's crack on. And if you are joining us, like Willeke and Gary,
hey Willeke,
then do say hi. And this tour is specifically in the name of Maureen Howard Courtlaven. Maureen has joined our Explorer Club, and as part of the club, she gets to choose a location in the Netherlands where she'd like to send us. Yeah. And Vlaardingen was her request. So we're here today on behalf of Maureen. She has some cousins who still live here in the city, and we're very grateful to you, Maureen, for sharing this with us. Hello, Karen. Karen's here, Del.
Hey,
say hello to Karen James.
You made it.
We've also got Christina Johnson.
Excellent.
Debbie Adams, all the way from Reno in Nevada.
Whoop, whoop.
Ooh, I bet it's as warm in Reno as it is here.
It is so hot and humid. It's like 30 degrees Celsius here today. And the humidity now after the rain, it must be nearly 100%.
It's very humid, I have to say. Oh, look at those lovely sun shutters there. We're going to be walking at a fair pace through Vlaardingen to the first bridge because we want to start sort of the second part of the tour, which is through the city.
So we're on the Oosthavenkade.
Oh, super nice.
Oosthavenkade, OOST.
What I noticed about Vlaardingen is it's got a lot of history. I didn't fully realise until I started checking it out that the city actually dates back to around 1200. So there is some very beautiful buildings, and it was one of the major ports, if not the major port of the Netherlands. I think before Rotterdam, if I'm not mistaken. So we got up on the left-hand side now. Some lovely. Look at those gables.
Oh, spot your gable.
Who can tell us what gable that is there? Anybody?
That's a good one.
We got Patrick J. Manning all the way from Oklahoma. Hello, Patrick.
Hey, Patrick.
We got Ursula Bertsinger from Winnipeg in Canada. Hello, Ursula. Great to have you with us. That's not a name I recognise, but lovely to see you. That is a lovely building. Can you see what it says on the front, Ellie?
The Hollandse Vlag.
The Hollandse Vlag. Interesting, huh?
Yeah.
So, like I say, we're going to walk up the, what's this called again? The Oostdijkse Oosthavenkade.
Yeah.
And our aim is to get over to that side.
Yep, there's a bridge shortly.
Awesome. There's also an interesting story about Vlaardingen. I mean, there's obviously a lot of interesting stories. It's an old place, but there's a monument in the middle of Vlaardingen called the Geuzen Monument. We might even see it. Now, the Watergeuzen were initially rebels in the Spanish 80 Years' War, the Dutch Revolt. But this monument, the Geuzen Monument, actually commemorates a group of resistance fighters who named themselves the Geuzen, which means the beggars, or the, I guess, lowly men in that way. And they were actually part of the first resistance movement here in the Netherlands. And they travelled to Rotterdam after the first bombing, and they were so appalled by the destruction of the National Socialist Army that they set up a walking group, what they said was a walking group, and they used to do walking trips around the area looking for German installations, German weapons, and sending information back to the English. And the downfall was actually letting their secrets out. One of them travelled to Limburg and told his brother, sort of by accident, what they were up to, and the news spread around Limburg. And the Dutch National Socialist Party, the NSB, sent a group of soldiers up here, and the men were arrested and unfortunately they're all shot. So there is a monument in Vlaardingen, and there's also an award that is given.
Oh, wow.
For work against oppression. So special work that certain people do against oppression and repression. So Vlaardingen's got some interesting stories to tell, I have to say. Let's just look over the water.
You've got some squeaky shoes in the wet water.
I certainly have, yeah. So we got Colleen Jane with us. Hello,
hey,
Colleen. Good to see you.
Look at these boats, Colleen.
Well. Look at that beauty.
Which one do you fancy?
Holy smokes.
Do you fancy this Lulu sailboat here, or maybe a big speedboat?
We've got a leader with us as well.
Yay!
Leader Forberg Colleen. Hey, leader.
Excellent. We're in Vlaardingen.
Original Hagenace. A leader based in Canada now, but born in The Hague. So good to have you with us, Alida. And if by chance you don't know our channel, then welcome to the Dutch Way of Life. What we generally do is explore and discover what we call hidden Holland beyond Amsterdam.
Yep.
And we show you parts of the Netherlands that you might not normally see and that you might not normally become aware of through the mainstream. And the other thing that we do is we connect people who have got a Dutch connection across the world to their roots and to their heritage. And we have our Explorer Club, and we have thousands of people across the world who enjoy just getting their little touch of Dutch every day.
Nice.
Do you like that?
I do.
Just made that up.
A bit of a touch of Dutch.
Actually, I didn't make it up, I stole it. So if you've got a Dutch connection, if you've got Dutch roots or Dutch heritage, or you're just sort of Dutch at heart and you love the place and the people and the culture, then you're in absolutely the right place, because our community is just full of people like you. And
then introduce yourself and meet some fellow travellers.
I'd also especially like to hear from you if you are from Vlaardingen, if you know Vlaardingen,
Yeah.
If you'd like to visit Vlaardingen from watching the show, drop us a little comment.
If you have visited.
That'd be great. Oh, look at this building here. So
Nice.
That's nice, isn't it? We're going to have a look at it. It does remind me a bit. I've never been to New York, so I can't speak with authority, but it reminds me a bit of New York. Imagine if I'd been to New York, then Vlaardingen this would sort of remind me of New York. I haven't been, so it can't really remind me of New York, but you know what I mean? Look at. Wow. Oh yeah?
Ah. It's Russian.
No, it's like Rusland.
Oh, like Rusland.
But it does say Nederland up there. Look, Nederland. Maybe there's a fire or some such. But this is nice. Check this out. I think that lady might have been Russian.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think so, yeah. That's a beautiful building, look at that.
Nice. So we're nearly at the Princess Juliana Brug. Does that mean princess?
Yeah, Princess Juliana.
Brug.
Obviously, she became queen, didn't she, Juliana?
You know what that noise is in the distance?
Train, perhaps? Oh my word, look at this. Hey, we're in Vlaardingen, if you've just joined us. We're walking along the old harbour. And there are some spectacular buildings.
Look at Vishandel.
That is just spectacular. So I didn't know what to expect when we came to Vlaardingen. I honestly didn't. But it's really interesting because there's a lot of modern architecture and a lot of modern infrastructure here. Even in the centre, there's tons and tons of buildings like this. Have you seen that? What does that say on it? Vishandel.
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
CVD Burg.
Oh, that is so nice. If you're a fan of Dutch architecture and Dutch buildings and whatnot, then
feast your eyes on
do drop
this
us a
guy.
comment. Can you guys see that? Vishandel.
Nice.
Fantastic. Robert van Dijk's here from
Excellent.
Pretoria in South Africa,
Hey.
who lived in Vlaardingen as a child. Robert, my friend, that's great to see you. Do let us know if you remember any of the old spots. We're going to be walking through the centre of the town. But first we've got to cross over the Julianenbrug.
Kitty Beck says Vlaardingen is well known for fish, for its herring.
Oh yes, I read that as well. Yes indeed, herring. If you've got any other info about Vlaardingen, then do let us know.
Shoot it over, share it.
We're always up for it. I mean, we don't tend to do too much research on these places. One of the reasons why is because we like to sort of be a bit surprised.
And it's nice, it means you can get involved and share your experiences and your knowledge with us amateurs.
Yeah. Look at that. That is
Princess
so nice.
Julianenbrug.
Let's do it.
Let's
get
see if
over
she's
the bridge.
hanging out. She might be there.
I just want to say hello to Franny Vida, and Rebecca van der Linden has also just joined us, one of our
Yay.
Explorer Club members. Hi Rebecca.
Excellent.
Hope you and Con Air are doing well. We're just walking up onto the bridge now and then we're going to turn right.
We're in Vlaardingen with a V. Vlaardingen.
Vlaardingen.
Is it double A?
Double A, yeah. Double A.
Vlaardingen.
Not to be confused with the famous Dutch delicacy vla.
Don't eat it.
It's got nothing to do with vla.
Pudding.
So we're stood at the head, the Princess Julianenbrug.
Yeah.
Here, just to give you an idea, this is a real good, I think this is a real good example of
That looks
Dutch
like,
engineering,
is that
basically.
a lock?
That looks like a lock to me, or a sluice.
Yeah.
He nearly fell off. So so this is what I mean about the modern versus the old. So just take a look at that. So there we're looking downriver towards the River Maas. Of course, Vlaardingen is on the Maas,
Oh,
right?
look, another train.
Oh, there's another train coming.
Yeah, can you see that?
Well, it is the train station over there, isn't it?
Ah, there we go.
So
That'll be why.
On this side, we've got the train station, and we've got a very sort of modern side of the city, if you like. And then we've got the sluice here, which leads us down to the River Maas, and then the area on the right-hand side here is called the Oostdijk. Oh, there we go, there's a train. Lovely. Welcome to the Dutch Way of Life if you have just joined us. You're in Vlaardingen today for this live virtual tour. So nice to to see you. So that's the modern side. And then if we go to the other side of the bridge, and again, this is very, I feel this is very representative of the Netherlands as a whole. If we go to the other side, we've got this phenomenal, historical, picturesque harbour.
Yeah, it's nice, and some nice boats. If you like your boats, then this is the place to come and check some out.
For sure. It is. It's lovely. Should we walk into the town then?
Yeah, let's go.
We did have someone who said that she lived here. Who was that again? Kitty Beck. Yeah, that's it. Kitty Beck.
Yeah.
Kitty said we need to go to the Bakkerij de Boer.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so we'll try and... We'll see.
Boer is farmer, isn't it?
That's it.
Farmer bakery.
That's it. The bakery of farmers.
Baking farmers since 1805. It's where they come from.
Don't. Kitty Kitty won't appreciate that.
Sorry.
That's too English humour.
Is it?
No, I don't know. Maybe. That's funny. Baking farmers since 1989. No, only kidding. All right, so we're in Vlaardingen. We're walking down the other side of the Oudehaven now.
This won't be the us side, will it, anymore, will it?
We got Truce with us as well. Truce Bennett. Hey, Truce. So nice to see you. Also one of our club members, and I think one of our oldest community members. So great to see you, Truce.
Our longest with us.
Yes, that's it. One of our longest standing community members. Yeah. Of course, that's what I meant.
So we're on, I'm trying to find which road we're on.
Do you want to show you on the right hand side here? I mean, it's overcast, but...
Well, this is, unsurprisingly, we were on the Oosthavenkade before, and now we're on the Westhavenkade.
That is insane.
I can't get my head around these things.
What coincidence. The end bits are the same. I mean, that's weird. Someone should say something about that. On the left-hand side, I do have to say, we are coming up to the museum. In fact, I think this... No, this isn't the museum.
No.
But check this out. This is an old building. And then what they've done is...
They've just put some nice...
Yeah, some signs
on the windows to make it look
Have nicer. You got the umbrella for me?
Do you need it?
I think so, yeah.
Oh, no, it was just the tree dripping.
Oh, was it?
Tree drips.
Obviously, it's pretty quiet here in Vlaardingen today.
Well, on this bit... There's, I could see further up, there was quite a few cafes over the water where people were sat. Because we are now free to enter cafes and restaurants.
Hurrah and huzzah. Hurrah and huzzah. And
so in the warm weather, people are doing it. Why not?
Alida's saying the view is awesome, very nice and clear. That is good.
Boom.
And it's funny you should say that because we made a little technical change today. I won't bore you with the details, but we did make a technical change to try and improve the way the picture looks and the experience that you guys have. And I'm hoping that you're enjoying the show. We specialise in creating live travel experiences and cultural experiences and real life experiences from the Netherlands live on our channel. And you know, my whole mission is to sort of create the most immersive and interactive and enjoyable experience. So even if you can't make it to the country right now, which a lot of people can't,
still virtually make it.
Yeah, exactly. So then you still
this
feel.
Is a museum.
Oh, this is a museum, is it?
Got the flags out.
Museum Vlaardingen.
Wow,
look at that.
It's missing some bricks. I guess that's symbolic rather than target.
What, they just forgot? Where are the bricks missing? Oh, there you mean?
Where are the bricks missing?
So, well, I'm looking at the camera.
Can you spot where the bricks are missing?
Someone's forgotten to do the pillars, obviously.
So we need to buy some stuff at the shop and fund the last bricks. Hey, guess who's with us?
Shane Conway.
Well, he might be. I haven't spotted him, but Joost Vyers is with us.
Hello, Joost. Good to see you, my friend. Shane is with us because I just saw his name. Hello, Shane. And if you do want us to say hi to you, we do have a lot of lurkers lurking and often not saying hi, not commenting, which is completely fine.
At the back of the group.
You know, we're all just about...
Hopefully not straddling behind.
Everybody should enjoy themselves, whether you're up front with me and Adele, charging away, or whether you're at the back, meandering along, having a little daydream. It's all the same to us.
I quite like the idea of dawdling at the back and daydreaming.
Hey, look at that.
What?
What is it?
It's enormous. It's a crane. It's an old crane.
Is it an old crane for ships? Serious?
Come on, let's pick them up.
There is an information board there.
Look there, I've Going for it.
Hey, Chantal Cordovar's just joined us. Can you say hi to her? It's her hometown.
Chantal.
Chantal, you've joined us here, in your hometown.
Chantal, what's this? Did you play on it?
Chantal, given it's your hometown, can you please all give us an explanation of what this is here in Vlaardingen? We're on the west side of the old harbour now. I'm pretty sure it's some sort of crane, right? Look.
Did you say you saw an information board?
Yeah, just over there behind you.
Oh, yeah.
Look at that. That's definitely some sort of crane. What do you think, Colleen? Look, it's definitely of granular style. That is a dark cloud. Hopefully we're going to be able to... What is it?
Yeah, it's like a crane, isn't it?
It's like a crane. Is it not a crane?
It's the Vlaardingen Stadskraan.
Oh.
The city crane.
No way. They had their own cranes for cities. The Dutch are so smart.
Brilliant, eh? Oh, here it is in English. Many ports already had wooden cranes in the Middle Ages. In 1625, such a crane was installed in Vlaardingen.
1625?
1625? It was replaced by a new one on several occasions.
Right in the middle of the Republic.
The most important function was vermasten, removing and replacing masts of fishing and merchant vessels.
That is very, very cool.
Good to know.
Can we move on?
Yes, let's.
Just because I feel like it might rain and then we're going to be caught with our umbrella down, as it were, aren't we? Oh, nice Dutch bikes. Check those out. If you're a fan of cycling, do let us know. We are planning a couple of cycle rides when the weather improves again.
I just heard a clap of thunder.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Do you want to give me the umbrella?
No, we're cool.
Holy moly. Live from Vlaardingen today, my friends, and whether you're new to the channel or whether you've just joined us and you're wondering what the heck two English people are doing gallivanting around the Netherlands and
then we also are
shooting live streams, then we are Bob Buckley.
We don't have an answer.
We are Bob Buckley and we do have an answer.
Yeah, we do. So
what are you talking about? Honestly, sometimes I despair. Only joking. We're Bob and Adele, and we are the hosts of the Dutch Way of Life. We explore and discover what we call Hidden Holland, and it all started when I did a bike trip from Groningen down to Enschede, 2016, and I discovered all these beautiful villages, breathtakingly spectacular villages that were completely empty and devoid of visitors, and I started to get curious about why, and found out that out of the 90 million people that visit the Netherlands every year, or did before the C word happened, only about excuse me, only about 7 million of them, left Amsterdam and came outside to see the rest of the country, and I was quite shocked by that, especially when you can come out and see sites like this. Look at that. Is that a touwgevel?
Ooh, well done, Bobby. That is a tote, or in English, spout.
Look, 1646. Can you even believe that?
Or is it a bell gable?
Pauline's just joined us, and she's the bringer of doom.
Uh-oh.
She says if you're about to get what we just got, then you better find a place to
Pauline,
hide.
we've already had it twice since we arrived.
Holy smokes.
We've got the umbrella and the raincoats ready.
Great to see you, Pauline.
We've had 2 absolute downpours since we arrived, so we're ready for it.
We've got Laurie Friday Becker. Oh, look, someone's hanging out, all gezellig on the right-hand side there.
And it's great, they can stay there in the rain and just enjoy the warm humidity.
On the left-hand side, we've got the Cafe Concordia. And then we got that oh, look at this. I think this is where we go down, Del.
Oh, is it?
I'm thinking this is the way. Look at that.
Oh, that looks cute. Let me just check it soon.
Oh my word.
Oh no, I think it's the next one we can go down.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Let's do it. Right, this is nice.
You can go down that way. And then nip across.
Pauline says you bent niet van suiker. You're not made of sugar. No? And we've got our umbrella with us, Pauline. In fact, do you know this umbrella where it came from, Dilly?
Yeah, I do.
Go on.
I can't remember where. You were on a road trip and you didn't have an umbrella and some lovely man stopped and gave it to you.
These 2 really miserable-looking shippers who had boats on the canal, who looked like you didn't want to even talk to you. When it started to rain,
they wanted to talk and give out umbrellas.
He ran over and gave me the umbrella. That was in Snake, so big up to the fishmen in Snake.
Snake.
Oh, look. Ooh, a Curiosa bric-a-brac store.
Wow.
Look, anyone remember the Guilders? Oh, nice, man.
10
Look at that.
gulden.
We got 10, 5 and 50.
50 gulden.
You get 20 Dutch way of life points if you can tell me the colloquial name for a 10, the colloquial name for a 5 and the colloquial name for a 50. They don't have the 25 there, which was het geeltje. But what were the names of the other 3 Dutch notes? Let us know in the comments. And
I'm afraid I can't help you with this.
No.
I've forgotten.
Well, put it this way, I think a 10 was a tientje.
Right. So now we're turning left onto Deyer. It's just called Deyer, D-A-Y-E-R.
It looks nice.
And this is where we get to the market, where the old town hall is.
Claudia.
Are you paying attention?
Claudia Dubert, I'm talking to Claudia. Listen to me, Claudia. It's great to see you. We're in Vlaardingen, and hopefully you're going to stick around with us all the way. Can you see that? I can see you living there, Claudia. Greetings to Claudia Dubert in New York. Great to see you. Also been a member of our community for absolutely ages. We're in Vlaardingen today. It's not where Vla comes from. However, it is a very, very old city with a lot of history. Obviously a huge port nowadays, and has been an extremely important port in the past as well. Johanna Brownlee says, I love the Dutch markets. A little bit of everything for sale.
Hey.
Woo, and Jennifer Schroeder's with us too.
Excellent.
So where do we go then?
We are going this way.
Right, let's do it.
It's so humid.
It is very humid. If you've ever wondered how we get rid of our rubbish here in the Netherlands,
Watch your feet with glasses.
then this is how it happens. These are the rubbish bins, and you get a little card, and you bring your rubbish here and you put it in there, and then every week they come in with this big machine and collect it. So that's good, isn't it?
And
Oh, look at that!
What I found amazing was they look like tiny bins, but actually it's an enormous underground bin.
Yeah.
And when the machine comes, they pull the whole bin out of the ground to empty it.
it's very strange,
Blows me
but
away.
very smart.
We can
Very,
either
very
nick-
smart.
Go up this little cake stage.
Yeah.
There's a little nick shortly on the right.
Well, we can ask these guys. Do you see that little... Wait a minute. You see that little... Well, there's various words for that, what you're looking at right now. It could be
Snicket.
Could be a snicket, could be a ginnel, could be an alleyway.
Yeah.
But whatever, it's in the Dutch it's called a steeg. So
Kerksteeg.
we can either go up the Kerksteeg there, or we can carry on walking along the road and then turn right a little bit further on. So if you want to go up the alley, type the word alley. There's some beautiful old historical buildings there. Can you guys see that? You see that back
Renee's
of that?
asking what's the temp. The temperature is about 30 degrees, Renee, but it's
I think
so
it's less.
humid.
I think it's a bit less now, maybe
Yeah, maybe now it's rained.
a little bit less. Claudia's saying we should go in the alley, and Kitty says that will bring us to the town hall, which is where we're headed. Gwen wants us to go in the alley, and Rita also says Kerksteeg. So this is beautiful, though, isn't it?
There's the Kerksteeg.
Let's go nice and slow up the Kerksteeg. It's really nice. Oh, nice. What about that little alleyway? Kerksteeg, here we go. And if you've just tuned in,
I think we might have a nice view in a minute.
you're watching the Hidden Holland live road trip here in the Netherlands. It's warm, it's humid, it's sticky, it's been raining, but you don't have to experience any of that. You can sit at home and experience the Netherlands without ever leaving your
With your
armchair.
aircon. Oh.
Save money on your aircon, and it's a lot cheaper than a ticket to the Netherlands. So we're trying to be the eyes and the ears of the world here in the country. And if you're watching the show, or you enjoy our channel and you enjoy our adventures, then please leave a comment, like the video, and if you do want to support us and become part of the inner circle and choose places where we visit, then you might want to join the Explorers Club and become an official member. So type the word club if you'd like to check that out, and you'll be able to actually request locations here in the Netherlands for us to visit.
There's plenty
beautiful.
to go at. I mean, we're chipping away at them, but I don't know how many places there are to visit.
Look at this,
If
Delhi.
you've got a special place you want us to see for you.
It's like something out of a Charles Dickens novel or something.
It is. And I love these huge trees all the way around the church. This is the place to be when it's super hot. It's really nice and cool.
Oh, wow.
Oh, nice, man.
Which way should we go around first, though? That's the question, because the town hall is on the other side, but we could also go around that way. So I think we should let these guys choose.
Oh.
So you type right if you want us to go that way. Just type in the comments the word right. Or if you want to start that way, type the word left. We will probably see most of that area as well, but it's just a little bit of an opportunity for you guys to get involved. It is an interactive travel show. So place your votes now. Are we going right or are we left? It's not countdown. It's not some sort of salsa countdown we're playing here. It's a serious live travel show.
I mean, right or left.
Anyway, what do you think of Vlaardingen? I mean, be honest.
It's nice. I mean, it's been exciting with the downpours so far, but it's pretty, and I am looking forward to seeing some town hall steps.
We got quite a few people commenting right. Chantal Cordova says left. Rita says left.
Okay.
But I feel like these buildings are definitely worth seeing. I mean,
have a peep.
Absolutely beautiful. That looks like an old school to me. I might be wrong. Let's put the binoculars on.
Yeah, that yellow one there says Stadsschool.
Oh, so that was the old school then, was it?
Yeah, nice.
What a beautiful, peaceful little square. We've got Jean Coombs Henry says, right, take the long way around so we can see it all.
Ah.
Jean, have you been to Vlaardingen before? We'd love to know. Naar links en naar rechts, says Shane. Well, we did just win the football after all. Let's go left.
Oh, we need to do that. We need to do the links naar rechts dance.
Okay, we're going to have a little slow walk around the Kerkring now, so you can see everything. And I'm hoping that as we get around the corner, there will be the old City Hall. Maureen Howard Courtlaven, for whom this live stream and this whole travel show has been created, mentioned that there is a beautiful town hall, and of course we do have the tradition that if there are steps,
they must be mounted.
They must be mounted by Adele. I say mount is the right word. Do you mount steps? I don't think you do, you know.
That sounds like I'm going to go and sit on him.
I think you mount a horse.
What do I do?
I don't know. Do you alight the steps? Ooh. Is that what you do? Oh.
I'm just in the town hall. Those are some mean steps. I'm excited.
Can you see that through the trees? You should be able to see the steps of the town hall now. Look at that.
This is a nice church. Which one is it now?
It's a lovely place altogether, and honestly,
this little circle, the Kerkring probably it's called. Okay.
I would have never thought to come here, to be honest with you. When you come up to Rotterdam, you tend to visit Rotterdam. You do have Delfshaven.
Oh no, this is the market.
Yeah, this is the marketplace with a church in the middle. You do have Delfshaven, where we went earlier, and you do have Schiedam, where we've also been. But as part of that trio, I think we could probably suggest a trip like as a trio of regions. Delfshaven, Schiedam, beautiful historical centre, and Vlaardingen.
Nice, you
could probably do them all in a day, to be honest with you. This is gorgeous. Oh. Look at that.
Look at that tiny house.
That is absolutely amazing.
That's the skinniest house ever.
What does it say, Deli, on it?
Den Einhorn. The unicorn.
The unicorn?
Or is it Einhorn?
No, is a unicorn Einhorn?
Yeah. Oh no, is that a rhino?
No, I'm not sure. Is it rhino? Is it unicorn?
It's Einhorn unicorn.
When's it from? 1655. Look at that.
1555.
1555. Wow, what a beautiful building here in the marketplace in Vlaardingen. Nothing like a Friday afternoon walk around the Dutch city, is there? Jennifer Schroeder has commented and said it's unicorn.
Is it unicorn?
Yeah, because we were talking about unicorns the other day with Little Puck, weren't we?
Yes. Noosehorn is rhino.
You are a star.
Noosehorn.
Oh, can we show this?
What is it?
This is a statue of Dirk III of Holland. He was a Count of Holland.
Hey, Dirk.
And
Wholehearted Dirk.
I did, well, obviously, not very well, because he's dead.
Well, it might be brilliant.
Although, it might be great. Who knows?
He might be having a great time.
I don't want to polarise anyone. Who the heck knows what happens when our bodies are laid to rest. But that's Dirk III of Holland.
There he is.
He was one of the Counts of Holland. I couldn't tell you which one.
He's got a great moustache.
But if I remember, he was quite he's quite authoritarian, so he must
remember?
have. Yeah, because I was reading about him only yesterday. As you do. Right, let's walk onto the square. This is beautiful. Look at this. Holy
and you just see these in so many places. This is so Dutch for me. So you've got the huge church, and then you've got all the terraces next to it. We had it just the other week. And you just sort of sit in this cute little terrace area, looking up at the town hall, at the church. Very gezellig.
That is a really nice town hall. So if you have just tuned in, we are in the city of Vlaardingen, Vlaardingen, just west of Rotterdam in South Holland, and having a history walk in the name of Margaret Howard Courtleven, who's based in the Bronx. She's one of our Explorer Club members, and she requested that we come here, and because she's a paid-up member, that's what we're doing.
Monique Killian says, Adele, you have to do the steps. I'm going to leave these here. I'm going to take this seriously.
Here we go. As is the tradition, Del will now run up the steps of the town hall. Go for it. Give her a clap, everyone. That is worth joining the Explorers Club. Give us a thumbs up, Del. Give us a thumbs up. Excellent, brilliant. That's got to be worth an annual subscription. Sorry, I'm just being silly. Well done, Deli. You upheld the tradition of going up the town hall steps. Diane's just arrived. Petra van Veen is with us. Karen's clapping. Renee's clapping. Sonia's clapping. Everybody's giving you a clap.
It's very hot and humid to do that, so that was quite a big ask. But
well done, well done. Wilhelmina Ross has also just joined us, and she gave you a little clap as well. So
yay!
Well blooming done.
There we go.
And it takes a lot.
Let it not be said that the town hall steps went
unmounted.
Unmounted?
I tell you what, though, it takes.
What's a better word?
It takes a lot of guts to do that in front of a whole
do you know,
terrace of people.
I don't even look at them. They might have all been staring at me. I don't care. We're all having fun.
Let's just look back and look at the town hall before we leave it. We need to find the Hafenstraat. So
yeah?
I just want to show a quick look because it looks absolutely gorgeous here on this Friday evening. The sun's just sort of peeping through.
Yeah, it looks like we might be free from more storms that might have been it.
I mean, normally I don't mind rain. In fact, I do like rain, and I don't think that you should allow rain to stop you from having fun, as you can tell. But the issue we've got is our camera equipment is rather fragile.
Doesn't enjoy the rain, isn't as tolerant of the rain as we are.
That's it. So
there's some road signs here.
Chantal's saying about getting married, you take a picture on the steps, so could always get married at that town hall.
Could. That's ultimately, I think that's what we're actually doing here, isn't it?
What?
Choosing
wedding venues. Well, I think Willemstad Town Hall.
Maybe that can be the ultimate goal. That's a more noble goal than exploring Hidden Holland, I think. Finding a wedding venue. the biggest hunt ever.
Wow, it's a lovely evening.
Look, there's
and then I'm just going to show them down this way because it's also rather nice down this side.
Did you see that? Yeah.
Is that a sign?
Yeah, it just says.
We'll have a look at that. Let's just walk around. So again, we're in the centre of Vlaardingen. So we want to find, I think it's called, is it the Hoogstraat? Or the windmill?
Oh, is that what we want?
Well, essentially we're headed towards a windmill, but we want to go down the shopping street. So...
Oh, yeah.
Hey, guess what? Kat Black's just joined us.
Boom, Kat!
Say hello to her.
Oh, Kat, ik ben jou, Kat.
Hey, Kat. Hey, Ina. Hello, Minerva. All the way from Cancun.
Hey!
Great to see you. Mooish Concept Store here in Schiedam. We had loads of rain some minutes ago. Didn't you have rain? Yes, we did. But do you think that stops us?
No way, Jose!
No way! No way.
We're so cool.
Is it this? Yeah, Hoogstraat?
Let me just check.
I think so. I think this is it. So basically, what we're going to do for the second part of the tour.
Do you want to go back to the river, to the harbour?
No, what we want to do is go down the high street, see some shops. We see some bakers and see some. Who's up for seeing some shops and doing a bit of window shopping, and then headed for the Molen at the end of town.
Okay, if we go that way,
Yeah.
it goes back down sort of to the fish market.
Okay, let's do that then. Yeah, let's do that. Let's go this way.
It's just the next exit. There's about 8 exits off this ring.
Excellent, excellent, excellent. Kitty Beck's still with us, enjoying the memories.
Thirsty.
And Chantal is still with us here. For windmills, you must go to Schiedam. Been there, the Chantal. We went there. We did a bike tour from Schiedam. You must check it out. We've done over 400 live shows from our on our channel over the last 18 months.
All in a hunt for a wedding venue.
All in the hunt for a wedding venue. Look, that's an electric windmill, believe it or not.
Oh,
Elektrische
wow.
graanmalerij. Looks like a house now.
I'm going to get the water out of your bag and fold the...
Oh, now you want it, do you?
Yeah.
She was complaining I was bringing this big bottle of water. And now he wants a drink, eh?
The town hall steps are parched.
See, us fellas aren't as stupid as we look.
Oh, that's nice.
Can I have a little bit? Brilliant. So we're going to start the second part of the tour now, and for the next sort of 15-20 minutes.
Part 2. Get ready for the adjustment. It's going to be big.
It's going to be completely different than part 1.
It's going to happen.
In a very real sense. Yeah, in a
2,
very real.
1.
Yeah, in a very
Part 2.
real. Honestly. Jesus. Sorry, I blasted.
You nearly made me spit.
In a very real sense, now I've completely forgotten what I was going to say.
Good.
Part 2 is going to be completely different than part 1, but in a very real sense, it's going to be exactly the same.
In a much more real sense, it'll be the same.
It'll be exactly the same, so it'll be
But
different.
you can feel refreshed. Maybe
exactly the same.
have a sip of water yourself.
Oh, we've got to walk through the terraces, so I'll just put the camera on the mount.
So now it's like you're walking at hip height. Nice, man. Oh, there's quite a few doggies. I'm always looking out for the animals.
So we're back at the fish market now. Yeah, this is exactly where we wanted to go. And now we need to cross over the street.
No, we don't.
Yeah, we do.
Oh, cross over the
Yeah,
street.
that street. Yeah. So that's the fish market. The old. I guess it was built around the 1600s. That's just a guess because most of them were. It's lovely how it opens out though here. I could definitely come up here for a meal or
look,
sitting out on the terraces, you know.
This is a nice little spot, this fish market.
Very typical Dutch tradition style of building the fish market. You see these all over the place. If you know of one yourself or you've been to one or you recognise the building. There's even one in Geertruidenberg, a little fish market. It's a small one, granted, but it's still a fish market. Obviously not a fish market anymore.
It's an ice cream shop.
Oh, no ice cream. My belly's getting too big. I need to save space for
Well, it's
bitter
alright,
balance.
we're sweating it off today. It's so hot.
That's true. Oh, look, there's Jan Boer.
There he is.
But that doesn't look... Is that a bakery? It could be a bakery,
Yeah, it is
actually.
bakkerij.
It is.
It's the Boer bakkerij.
Bakkerij de Boer, baking farmer since 1896. No, it's obviously owned by a guy called Jan Boer. And Kitty Beck wanted us to come here. She's watching at the moment.
Here we are.
Kitty, this is for you. I can't remember where you're based right now, but this is the Banket Bakkerij de Boer. So there we go. And it says Westhafenplaats. De Vlaardingse arts Hendrik Kikker realiseerde in 1898 dit statige pand aan het Vlaardingse havenfront door een niet al te ingrijpende verbouwing van 2 1700e eeuwse huizen. So this bakery, believe it or not, has been here since 1914.
Over 100 years.
That is absolutely crazy. Big up to Jan Boer. If you want to invite us.
Baking farmers for over 100 years.
That is phenomenal. Look,
I think that might be the time when we said.
You can tell it's a bakery because look, it's got
Baked goods inside.
no, it hasn't got any baked goods inside, has it?
It's got the title bakery.
It's got this little title there, Banket Bakkerij.
Yeah.
So there we go. That's Jan de Boer, and we're now going to continue walking down towards the windmill. We've got Roger's just joined us, who's rightly commented and said that Leiden has a very impressive fish market, and he's absolutely right. It does have a very, very impressive fish market. This is another thing that Maureen Howard Courtleven, who requested this virtual tour all the way from the Bronx, as an ex-bloke member, this is another thing that she told us about. It's the fisher. It's the fisherman. Oh no! This is the Stadsomroeper. It's the town crier.
Ah, Sybil Crosh.
Bang the gong.
Bang
get it
that
on,
gong.
get it on with the Stadsomroeper. Sybil Crosh.
Look at his clogs.
Wow, I do need some clogs actually. I need to get some.
It is beard. It's got a good beard.
There you go.
There you go.
Jennifer says it's 31 in Moerdijk. That is hot. It is a little bit cooler out here. The wind is blowing.
I'm really hot.
We're obviously by the water here in Vlaardingen. Should we cross over and see where we get to?
Yeah. So it was up there, wasn't it?
It was, but I think if we go this way and then turn left, I think we'll probably have a nicer view. So we're basically headed north now. We've been on the Ouderhaven for the first part of the tour. You might be able to recognise this down here. We'll have a look at the water.
Oh, this was where we were going to start before the downpour.
That's true, we were. Hopefully you're enjoying the show. You know, we drove up here just for a little drive, but we saw Vlaardingen and we just thought, wow, we need to share this with the gang.
You want to see this?
Check it, there's a little fish place here where you can buy your herring. I don't know if anyone's a fan of herring. Give us a thumbs up if you're a herring fan. I wouldn't touch it if you paid me. Sorry to say it.
What about how much though?
I would eat a herring for... give me a number.
We could do a crowdfund.
How much?
Is that what
give me a number and I'll tell you yes or no.
10,000 euros.
10,000 euros. I would eat a herring. Yeah, you can buy me for 10. I am buyable. Ik ben koopbaar. All right, let's walk down the high street in Vlaardingen. We're headed for the old windmill. And I'm hoping that we're going to be able to make it down there before the rain starts again. We'll walk along this little
We're on the
this little quay.
West Havenplaats.
Oh, nice. Really nice. Kat's asking about the temperature. I would say it's about 23 degrees in the wind.
No way.
It was
way
no, it was
that.
much.
It's not. Nah.
Should we cross over?
I am sweating.
They're lovely
hotter
houses.
than 23.
It was much hotter, but
we've got a bell and a spout.
because it rained, a lot of the heat has now dissipated. So
and it's turned into humidity.
they're lovely. Look at these.
Which is even worse.
No, it's not. I don't think it's as bad as it was. But we stood at. But these are gorgeous
nice.
houses.
We've been sad that we haven't been able to visit the sauna and the steam room all winter. So it's coming one today. Both sauna and steam room everywhere we go.
Let's do it. So Kitty Beck's saying it's a long walk to the windmill. We may not make it. We may not make it, but we'll be able to see it. That's what I can guarantee you. We are going to have a little walk down the high street though, because it is very cosy. And we took a little glance as we were driving through the city, and I thought, "Ooh, that's nice." So look,
So this now is the Kortehoofdstraat.
So what happens?
Short high street.
This looks like it goes up a little bit. So I imagine this is a dike.
This is a dike from the haven to protect the rest of the city. The only time, if you're going uphill in the Netherlands, you know you're on a dike.
Unless you're in Limburg.
Unless you're in Limburg, and then there are.
And then you're not on a dike. Then you're in Limburg.
But if you're anywhere north or west.
Look, can you see the sign up there? Molen Aeolus. Molen Aeolus. That's where we're headed. And it does look cosy. Wait a minute. Let's just make sure that nothing's coming. This is.
Oh, look at this street. It's all orange.
Oh, wow.
We found our orange street.
That is a surprise. Hup, Holland, hup. That is great, Delhi.
Hey.
Oh, let's have a little look before we walk down the rest of the street.
Nice.
This looks great. Check that
So
out.
let us know if you've been watching the football too, the European Championships. So far the Netherlands have won 2 games in the men's football and 1 game, I think, in the women's football.
7-0 the women won.
7-0.
Oh, check this out. Proper orange.
Brilliant.
Give us a little heart if you're a football fan, or even if you're not a football fan.
If you'd like to see Bob in that.
What? Holy moly.
I think Bob would look good in that.
That's rather blue.
And,
Look at that.
And white. And
I don't know if I could pull that off.
I think you could. I think you'd look stunning.
That looks great though. Just stand here and just take a little look. Obviously, you know, it's a real tradition here in the Netherlands to decorate the street when the football's on, whether it's the World Cup
Yeah.
or whether it's the European Champions.
You see the flags everywhere.
We've seen loads of great streets looking like this. The most famous one is in The Hague, and apparently the King was there yesterday. Now, we were thinking about going there, so we obviously got wind that we might be there. and he went down there to see if we were there. He did text me beforehand, actually, did Billy Van Buren. I didn't tell you, but William Alexander texted me. He was like, yo, do you want to go hang out at Burger King?
Who wants to hang out with
Well, he wanted to go to Burger King, and then he wanted to go to The Hague to see. I was like, nah.
He said, fancy.
I said, I've not got time.
Burger King and a king.
I said, I'm baking stroopwafel, Billy. There's no chance.
He said, Bobby,
you're gonna have to. I said,
you and your stroop.
I said, you're gonna have to go with Maxima. He said she didn't want to. I said, well, what do you want me to do about it? He said, well, next time maybe. I said, yeah, maybe. Maybe.
Keep dreaming, Billy.
Right, so we got the ice cream. Oh,
another ice cream parlour. I love it.
Oh, my
so,
word.
like, just in case you can't walk 50 metres to the next one, there's another one here.
It does look nice.
Oh, that looks hilarious.
Look. Oh, that looked good, tasty. Let us know what you'd be having if we were ordering ice cream. So we're walking down what I think is, if I'm not mistaken, Delhi, is it the Hafenstraat?
Well, that was the high street, but this is now. Let me just check. I shall double check. There's a church at the end and the Molen. And it looks like it turns more residential. Unless, I mean, it's very green for a high street.
It is.
And there's a cat.
Look at this, though. This is a lovely old building. Fella Copes Cars Handle.
Oh, this is the wait. Yeah, this is the Hoofdstraat, the high street.
Ah, I see. Well, it's nice. It's really nice. And there is a gorgeous church at the end. Is that a spout gable, Delhi?
I think so. Yes, it is, yes.
Yeah. Shane's asking, is that ice cream a local specialty? You're asking. I feel like I have to be honest and say I don't think ice cream is Dutch, is it? Although I don't know. I'm not sure. But it looks tasty, Shane. I mean, there's an ice cream parlour. You tend to find in the Netherlands there's an ice cream parlour in every town, and if there isn't, then you can buy soft ice at the snack bar. It's a thing. Some people don't like soft ice. They think it's not real ice cream. I love it. So, but you find ice cream parlours here in most relatively decent-sized towns and cities. Well, what a weird shop that is. Look at that.
Interesting.
You can at this shop, you can buy a picture of a gypsy. Well, I'm being prejudiced there. It might not be a gypsy. It might be an aristocratic woman dressed up as a gypsy, or it might even be a man. You never know. But there's a picture.
PC.
You can also buy a bike pump.
Yeah.
Obviously, two things that you regularly need.
Wheel trimming.
Or finally, which is things a lot of people need, is an old Mercedes.
On those days where you're at home
hubcap.
And you think, I just need a bike pump, a hubcap, and a painting. You know where to come.
I'll tell you what, you cannot imagine how many times I've been caught out.
And a wooden scooter.
I've been caught out so many times needing a bike pump, a picture of a gypsy lady, and a hubcap. I don't know if I can count how many times that's happened to me. So
I've just
I'm
checked, and it's
that
apparently a 6-minute walk to the Molen.
Oh, that's not long.
That's only if you go at a fast pace.
That looks like a nice shop.
So, let us know. Do you want to go all the way down to the Molen?
Everybody want to go to the windmill? I mean, I'll show you where we're going, so you can.
Oh my God!
What are you doing?
He just meowed at me.
Oh.
Hello.
It's like ambushed us.
I just jumped out of my skin. I was literally here and he just screeched at me. Oh.
That is a gezellig life. That is a very gezellig life. And if you have just tuned in, then drop us a little comment. We've got Sylvia Bell, who's just joined us, and Kat wants to go to the windmill. So that's what we're going to do.
Right, Kat. Oh, yeah?
Oh, thanks, man.
Oh, thanks. That guy just recommended we go to the tower on the right also.
Good guy.
Nice.
Oh, that's nice, isn't it? Look at that. I tell you what, Vlaardingen is full of surprises that I just did not realise.
Ambush cats.
And they seem quite friendly, the people here in Vlaardingen.
I love that. There's like plant pots with cats in that just meow at you as you go past.
Jennifer wants to go to the windmill.
Mill.
Yep, and of course Colleen does.
Right.
Colleen likes windmills as
There
much
we go.
as me, I reckon.
Peer pressure's kicking in,
And
off we go.
And the guy said we've got to visit the tower as well.
What tower did he mean?
That one there.
Did he mean the church
And
tower?
if you're under any illusion as to whether or not we are on the dike, look, a hill.
Yeah, this is the dike that protects the rest of the city from the water that is the haven, the harbour. And it goes all the way along because a dike only works if it's a continuous long ridge. And often you'll find in the cities in the Netherlands they put the high street on the dike, on the really long dike. So you have a nice view when you walk along it. And I guess it protects the buildings as well if there are any floods.
What's interesting is we're just west of Rotterdam. We drove through Rotterdam today. It looked absolutely gorgeous. When you come into Rotterdam from the south, you come along the river, along the harbour, which was of course destroyed during the war. You come past the bridges, and what's interesting is a lot of people who are part of our community who are now living in Canada and the USA. Oh, coffee shop. Canada, USA, Australia. For a lot of people, that was the last place they actually saw in the Netherlands, was the harbour at Rotterdam when they emigrated, either just after the war or in the 50s. So it's rather sort of sentimental that we come up here, we come up this way, because Rotterdam, for a lot of you guys, and I'd love to hear from you if that's you, if your family did emigrate back then. For a lot of people, this was sort of the last area that they saw in the Netherlands, and so yeah, if that rings true with you, if your story is one of sort of emigration out of the Netherlands after the war or after the floods in the 50s, then we'd love to hear your story. Our community is full of people like you, and we love sharing the stories of each other. So look at this.
Rita Stoffer says she's loving the large plant pots, especially the one with the cat.
Look at that.
Wow, that is quite a tower, eh?
We need to find out what that is. Because if you actually stand here, can you see the sky reflecting off the windows? We've got Scott Ingram with us as well, our Explorer Club member. Hello, Scott.
Hey, Scott.
And Tina Darling says, I immigrated through Rotterdam 68 years ago. Wow.
Oh, wow.
Fantastic, Tina. I know that you're one of our regulars, and it's lovely to have you. So thanks for sharing that with us. Oh, nice smell of cannabis there coming from the coffee shop.
Yeah. Wafting along.
So this is the tower that the chap said we should see, and I think we need to find some information about it. It's pretty big and very, very nice, although not too big. Look at this.
Wow, look at that doorway. That's huge. Oh, it says Heilige Lucaskerk. Heilige Lucaskerk.
Lucas. St. Luke. Oh, St. Johannes it is, the Church of St. Johannes on the front.
That says Lucaskerk there.
Ah, maybe this is a different church.
Is it two churches?
Interesting now, very interesting. And we've made it through Vlaardingen.
Yep, the end of the high street now.
And just up ahead, Kat really like that. And Rita de Born says, my family left Holland in 1954 from Rotterdam. Hi Rita. And very glad you're enjoying it, Kat. Very, very cool. And again, if you like our shows, I know, Kat, you're already a member, but if you'd like to recommend somewhere that you'd like to see on the show, somewhere you'd like to send us in the Netherlands, then you can do exactly that by joining our Explorers Club. It's really easy. You get access to all sorts of stuff that you won't get access to on Facebook, and the subscription is significantly less than a ticket to the Netherlands. So
I think I found my dream house.
Just comment with the word club if you want to join up, and we'll send you the details. What is that?
Look, it's a water house with a huge conservatory.
Wait a minute, watch out. Look at that.
It's got a huge conservatory on the water house.
If you have just joined us and you wonder what's going on, we've just taken a live city walk through Vlaardingen, and Adela's found
my future house.
I think that's definitely. Can you see that? So it's a houseboat with a greenhouse attached. Can we go any closer?
What?
Let's see.
Oh, by zooming, not by walking. It's just water there, Bobby.
That is ace. So we're here in Vlaardingen, just checking stuff out, exploring.
So this is a lock. This is a sluice. Vlaardingen Driesluizen.
Driesluizen, yes.
Driesluizen. Oh, it's those vowels I struggle to pronounce.
Driesluizen.
Hey, Bobby, just
Ah, that is very cool. I did not notice that.
I've just looked back, and on the tower it says Hemel.
Hemel.
Hemel. And do you know what Hemel means in Dutch?
Isn't that a famous shop?
A shop?
Hemel. You know, the Hemel Rookworst. I'm kidding, I'm joking. That's Hema. Can you guys see that?
Is it a bit crooked or is it just me?
Well, they're
Looks
often a bit crooked, aren't they, these towers? But this is the tower in Vlaardingen. Let's have a little look closer. It's about 5 to 7, so we should be able to get the bells shortly.
Oh.
And there you see, just on top of the tower here in Vlaardingen, we've got the word Hemel.
Does that mean heaven?
Heaven, as Jennifer Schroeder rightly said.
Brilliant. And is it LED?
No,
What
it looks like neon.
Neon, a neon sign on the church tower that says heaven. That's brilliant.
So should we press on to the windmill?
Yeah.
For the last part of the tour. Ooh, we want to look at the coats of arms. I keep wanting to move on, but Del keeps spotting things that look nice. This is rather nice as well here. So this is Driesluizen apparently. Vlaardingen Driesluizen, 1389. The first series of 3 sluices is built here in Vlaardingen. And look at this.
Are those the guys that sponsored it?
That's mad. Check that out.
1653.
What we've basically got there, that's really interesting. So we're stood on the sluice, which regulates the water here in Vlaardingen, and just looking over the bridge, and you've got this, which is very, very interesting. I guess it's been put back in. Dates from when is it? 1653?
Yeah.
And then you've got the coats of arms of the various noble families that obviously had some sort of involvement. So you've got William van der Hoof, Diederik van Schagen, Albrecht van Wassenaar, Willem Staalpan van de Stede, Adriaan van der Meilen, Dirk Meerman, Cornelis de Jonge and Cornelis Zoetens. So
it looks like the water on the other side looks higher, but I'm not sure how it works.
Yeah.
I need to learn that.
It's very interesting. We need to check out the history of the 3 sluices. However, for now, we're going to press on and we're going to see if we can make it to the old windmill here in Vlaardingen. Tina's enjoyed it. She's off now. Glad you enjoyed the tour, Tina.
Hey.
And if you are still with us, because there's quite a few people watching, we've been going for quite a while now, then do leave a comment and just let us know. Put your hand up, say hello. It's 7 o'clock in the evening here in Vlaardingen.
There we go. Heard a few of the bells over the
Nice, yeah. That's a nice building. That
is nice.
That said Delftse Veer on it. Obviously, we're not that far from Delft. Delft's just north of here.
Yeah.
So there may have been some sort of connection with the city of Delft. But we're just heading out now.
Can you see the final destination
onto
up
the
ahead?
final destination. I don't think it's as big as the Schiedam mills, but it doesn't look that far off. It looks like a Stellingmolen or a so-called platform mill up ahead. I heard it's called the Molen Aeolus, the windmill that we're going to go see now. So stay tuned for the last part of the show. You're watching the Hidden Holland Road Trip with me, Bob Buckley, and Adele Jackson.
Hey.
And it's enjoyable, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
And it's a nice temperature. Ooh, look
The
at
weather's
that.
holding out. Looks like the storms have passed.
Look at that house, Dilly.
Yeah, we've had some real summer storms today. We've had 2, was it 2 or 3 absolute downpours?
Three serious downpours. That's a lovely house with the shutters. I don't know if you guys are a fan of the Dutch houses, but I certainly am. Often when we're travelling around, I'm like, oh, look at that one, look at that one. I'd like to live there. You probably get a bit tired of me doing that, don't you? But I do enjoy house architecture, and they do have a very specific style here in the Netherlands when it comes to house building. There was a certain period during sort of 1700 and sort of 1900. I don't really like the French style, but the typical Dutch style is often very symmetrical, often very decorative, different colours, using different angles, and I really like it. So if you do too, let us know. Oh, that's nice, isn't it? Look at that little square there.
Nice balcony overlooking the water.
Ooh, we got Jane O'Brien with us. Hi, Jane.
Hey.
We also got Michael Thornhill with us, who's in Nashville. Hello,
he
Michael.
says he visits his fiancée in Delft 2 or 3 times a year.
Is it?
Yeah.
Michael, great to have you with us, my friend. You're like a lot of people based in the Netherlands, often they're based in the USA.
Have connections in the Netherlands.
Yeah, have connection in the Netherlands. And so let us know when you were last here, and make sure that you follow our channel. And that you never miss a tour, then my advice is to click or tap the button that says follow that's on your screen now, and then choose see all, and Facebook will always show you our live streams then, and hopefully you will never miss one. And if you do want to make sure we can continue to create awesome virtual tours and we can continue to bring you closer to the Netherlands through our live tours, then you might want to consider joining our club. You get to get more involved with the channel and with the community, and you'll be helping us continue the channel and making sure that it can remain free for everyone across the world, for those people who can't afford to contribute. So do let us know if you'd like to join the club or if you'd like to have a supporters pack, and we'll get in touch with you later on. We're coming almost to the end of the tour now, but this is still rather nice, isn't it?
Yeah. And tomorrow we've got 2 tours requested by club members.
Of course. Where are we going tomorrow, missus?
Tomorrow we're going to Vlaardingen.
Wait a minute, say that again. Where are we going?
Vlaardingen tomorrow, which
Nice.
is the very northern tip of North Holland.
Correct. And?
Like North Rose. And slightly south of Vlaardingen is Broek op Langedijk, which is... Oh, how do I describe it? You might have seen a photo of it. It's like loads of strips of land.
Yeah,
really
yeah.
small strips of land. So
Very
it's like,
typical North Holland sort of village, isn't it? With lots of, I think they call them parcels.
right.
And lots of water in between. So if you've ever seen those pictures of the Netherlands where there's sort of very thin strips of land and then water in between, you find these areas, these poldered areas in various parts of the Netherlands.
Yeah,
But
that's where
tomorrow,
we're off to tomorrow.
Broek op Langedijk, next to here, Hoogeveen, which of course, as everybody knows, is the birthplace of our friend and member and cheese master extraordinaire, Miss Anne Jarvis.
Hey.
So we'll be going up there tomorrow. Make sure that you are following the channel so you don't miss it.
And we'll also be right next to the Delta Works. So if we get chance,
What?
if everything permitting,
You're not serious.
I'm not making a promise. I can't make a promise.
We're not gonna...
We might be able to go and check out the Delta Works. It depends on the internet as well. I've
Do you
checked
mean-
out the internet and it's not
Do you mean the Afsluitdijk?
the absolute dike.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is
Yeah.
that different?
Yeah. Well, it's all part of the same thing, but you mean the Afsluitdijk, I think,
The
don't
absolute
you?
dike,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
massive dike that connects the islands and protects basically the whole country from any storms in the sea. So that's where we're going to be tomorrow. But we thought today we'd pop out to Vlaardingen.
And do an extended live show for you guys because it is so nice. This is our resting spot. This is the molen Aeolus, the windmill Aeolus. It is a very large stelling molen.
That platform is very high. It looks like it's higher than the Willemstad one.
Yes. So the question is, we see a lot of these platform mills. This is the platform up here.
Stellingmolen.
The Stellingmolen. This one, I think, originates around 1700. But the question is for you, if you are
Yeah, it says 1700 on the side.
oh, great.
Well done,
If you are
Bobby.
knowledgeable about windmills, then can you tell us why, here in Vlaardingen, this windmill was built so much taller
That
than,
is
for example,
enormous.
a windmill in a smaller village like Willemstad or Zevenbergen or any of the other smaller places? Why is this windmill
Look,
built
it's
so
across,
much
isn't it?
taller? Drop your answer in the comments if you know.
Let's stand back then we can see it a bit better.
We're just on the central reservation here, so let's walk up this way. And then if we walk up this way, to finish off, I can show you the full windmill. And that should bring our tour of Vlaardingen to a close. It was an extended tour today, just because we were up here and we thought, you know what?
Spurred on by the summer storms.
And of course by Maureen Howard Courtlaven, based in
Yes.
New York. She asked us to come up here. And so that's what we did. We decided to come up here and check out Vlaardingen. So if you've enjoyed it, Ina's been with us, Kat's been with us, Truce has been with us.
Hey.
Shane has got the right answer though. Shane Conway from the UK. Well done, Shane. Shane says it was built in order to catch the wind above the rooftops. Of course, there was a great deal of factories and buildings around this area. It's very industrial. Still is, actually.
And then the higher the buildings around, the higher the molen has to be to catch the wind.
That's exactly
If it's just in a
right.
small village with just 2-storey houses, then it doesn't have to be as high. But if there's a big 4-storey factory next to it, it's got to raise its head up.
There we go. Wow, I love a good
Look
windmill.
at the nice clouds shooting by as well. You love a good molen.
I do.
Ooh, I love
Love
a
finishing
good molen.
a virtual tour with a good molen. Now, if you've been with us for the tour, you've enjoyed the tour, this has been Vlaardingen we are out and about tomorrow. This is more of a spontaneous tour. I'm glad we did it though. You will be able to rewatch it. If you've joined halfway through, then you can rewatch the video on Facebook, right?
Yes.
Available to everybody.
It will be on Facebook, and for club members it'll be available in the club library in HD.
What?
You can watch it on a big screen and it looks a lot better.
You're responsible for it, so what do viewers need to do if they're watching now and they'd like to request a place? If they'd like to request a place to send us, because a lot of people request places, say, hey, can you go there, can you go there, can you go here?
So many requests, so many places to see.
That's it. So and there's only 2 of us.
There's only 2 of us, so club members get their first request in. And if you'd like to do that, then just comment club, and I'll send you a message and send you the link to check that out.
And join up.
Yeah.
Sweet. We've got loads of members, and if you are a member, please leave a comment. Let everybody know how your experience has been of joining Explorers Club. It's not for everybody. Not everybody wants to support us. Not everybody can support us in that way, and not everybody wants to request locations here in the Netherlands. You might just enjoy the channel, but if you are someone who's thought, oh, I wish they would go here, or I wish they'd go to Friesland or Limburg or whatever, then your opportunity is here. You can join the club. We've got a special subscription on at the moment. Yeah. And thanks to everybody like Alida, like Michael Steinberger, like Shane, like Kat, all those people who've invested and joined the club. We really appreciate it, right?
Yeah, man.
Right, so that's it.
We're going to wrap up. That was Vlaardingen.
That was Vlaardingen.
We need to go and get ready for tomorrow. Get everything charged up and ready for 2 big trips. We're due to have slightly drier weather tomorrow, which is good.
Yeah, it'll be great. I hope it'll be great anyway. Yeah. So, listen, that was Vlaardingen. That was our virtual tour. Look after yourselves.
Yes.
Look after each other. And until tomorrow at 2 p.m. Central Dutch time.
Yep. Keep it down.